Hello everyone, I am Vimuda. Today I am going to continue the Mahabharatam. One day Shantanu was taking a stroll in the banks of river Ganga. He suddenly saw a boy. The boy was shooting arrows into the river as he wanted to stop the flows of the river. Suddenly, Goddess Ganga appeared before him and said, "This is your son Devavrata. I have taught him all the Vedas, Shastras, and everything. Now you may take him with you." Saying this, Ganga blessed her son Devavrata and disappeared. Shantanu brought Devavrata to his palace. He was pleased to have a brilliant son like Devavrata. He gave him the crown of Hastinapuram and crowned him the king. And one day Shantanu was taking a stroll on the banks of river Yamuna. He got some sweet fragrance. The fragrance he went to the direction where the fragrance was coming. He spotted a beautiful maiden. The maiden's name was Satyavati, but people fondly called her Yojangandha. It was the smell of her lovely body which was in the atmosphere for miles together. Shantanu requested Satyavati to marry him. Satyavati said, "I am the daughter of a fisherman. My name is Satyavati. You might meet my father, and if he agrees, I'll be glad to marry you." Satyavati's father Dasharaja was a clever but greedy chief of fishermen. He said to Shantanu, "I will give you my daughter's hand in marriage only if you promise that her son will be the king of Hastinapuram." But Shantanu already declared that Devavrata as the king of Hastinapuram, but he didn't want to do this by marrying Satyavati. Dejected, he went back to his palace. After his meeting with Satyavati, he felt very sad and disheartened. Devavrata, with the help of a minister, found out his father's depression. He went to Satyavati's father. He told him, I am Devavrata, the son of King Shantanu. I promise that if you give your daughter's hand in marriage with my father, only their son will be the king of Hastinapuram. But Dasaraja said, "I trust you to keep your promise, but your sons will be brave and adventurous like you. But if they, because of their strength, overthrow my daughter's son and seize the kingdom by force?" Devavrata stretched his hand and declared, "I, Devavrata, in the presence of the moon, the sun, and the gods in heaven, I vow that I live as a celibate throughout my life." The gods in heaven showed flowers with him. The words Bhishma, Bhishma, Bhishma resounded the earth. Bhishma means the man who performs the most difficult task. Since then, Devavrata came to be known as Bhishma. Devavrata, along with Satyavati, returned home. Shantanu married Satyavati. After his marriage with Satyavati, he granted Bhishma a boon. He said, you can hold death at an arm's length. You can die when you please." Satyavati gave birth to two sons, Chitrangada and Vichitravira. Chitrangada, who was killed in a battle against a Gandhavara called Chitraganda. Vichitravira was only the surviving king. So he is the king of Hastinapuram. The then when Vichitravira came at an age, Bhishma started looking a perfect bride for him. He heard that the king of Kashi is holding a Swami Vera for his three daughters, Amba,
Swayamvaram.
Amba, Ambika, and Ambalika. They were beautiful and intelligent princesses. But before the Swami Vera could take place, Bhishma kidnapped the three princesses and rode fast to his palace. But he was stopped by King Shavala of Saubal. Shavala and Amba have vowed to marry each other. Therefore, Shavala came to rescue Amba. In a furious battle against Bhishma and Shavala, Shavala was defeated. Then Bhishma rode his chariot towards his palace. After they came to his palace, Bhishma started the preparations for Vichitravira's marriage. Suddenly, Amba came to him and said, "I have vowed to marry Shavala. Please let me go to him." Bhishma let her go, but when Shavala refused to marry Amba, she came back and asked him, "You're the only one responsible for me. No one's ready to marry me. I want you to marry me." But Bhishma could not marry because of his vow as celibate. So he sent once again Amba to Shavala, but Shavala refused again. Amba became angry. She went and asked many kings to fight with Bhishma, but no one was ready to fight with Bhishma because of his strength and ability. Some Brahmins came to Amba and asked her to seek the help of Preshukasham. Amba received him, but he was defeated. And after that, Amba started performing meditations, peace to please God. And Lord Shiva appeared before her and gave her a beautiful garland of fragrant flowers. Whoever wear this garland would be able to fight a battle against Bhishma. But Amba took the garland and went to many kings, but nobody was ready to wear them. Dejected, Amba hanged the garland on the door of the king of Drupada. Amma started performing peace and meditation again. Lord Shiva came this time and he granted her a boon. When in your second birth, you will be able to slay Bhishma. Amba was so eager to take revenge. She jumped herself into fire and ended her life to reach heaven. In her second birth, she was born as the daughter of King Draupada. Because the garland was hung on his palace's door. On hearing Bhishma's word, King Draupada sent his daughters away into the forest. King Draupada's daughters performed meditation, peace, and everything to transform herself into a man. Later he came to be known as Shakandi. Thank you everyone. I will continue in the next video. Bye.